NIV says, do not be anxious about anything. In a world of anxiety, in a world where there's so much care and chaos, he tells us, don't be anxious about anything, not some things. Refuse to be anxious. Don't be anxious about anything. Wow, what a life that is. Imagine when you don't have to be anxious about anything, no matter what. I made up my mind many years ago to never be anxious about anything. I just plain refuse to be anxious. He says, but in everything, by prayer and petition. That's the word that the King James translates oftentimes, supplication, means petition. By prayer and petition with thanksgiving. Whew. That's wonderful. Prayer with clear formal requests. Says, say what you want. That's what it means by petition. Say exactly what you want. By prayer and petition, with thanksgiving. When you ask, thank God for it. Thank God for it. It says, present your request to God. Present your request. What do you want? There are a lot of people who don't know how to present their requests. All the time they're talking about their problem. They're talking about how nobody cares. Nobody cares. How they're going through stuff. They're going through difficulties. They're going through life's challenges. Nobody cares. They never make the requests. Some people say, I don't like to ask. Then suffer. You're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. Listen to the words of Jesus. Ask, and it shall be given you. Not be quiet and think about it, right? He says, ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock. He says, when you ask, if you don't get it, he says, seek. If you don't get it, knock. So you said the last time I asked, I didn't get it. Maybe you didn't ask enough. So seek. You say, I saw it, but I didn't get it. Knock. That means louder. Louder. I want to read another thing to you. Because, in life, you wonder why do many people suffer for a long time? Go to James chapter 4. From verse 1. From whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence even of your lust that war in your members? Verse 2. Ye lust and have not. Ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. Ye fight and war, yet ye have not. Because, can you see that? It says you got all this trouble, all this confusion, fighting among yourselves. You desire to have. It says you kill. That means you're hating one another for it. The Bible says he that hates his brother is a murderer. That's what it's telling you. You desire to have is something you want. And you can't get it. It says you cannot obtain. You fight and war. So much war in your heart. It's in your mouth, in your words. You're angry, yet with all of that, you still don't get it. He says there's only one reason. Because you ask not. Because you ask not. So when are you going to learn to ask? He said, but I asked. He says, well, if you asked, in verse 3, he says, ye ask and receive not because you ask amiss. He says, there's a way to ask. Ask correctly. He says, you ask amiss, that he may consume it upon your lusts. He says, that's why you ask and you don't get it. Ask correctly. Ask correctly. Ask correctly. You know, I'm thinking, oh boy. Oh boy. So Matthew's Gospel, chapter 7, verse 7, what I already told you. So think about it. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Look at the next part. For everyone that asketh receiveth. And he that seeketh findeth. And to him that knocketh it shall be opened. And don't you tell me Jesus lied. Make your life easier. Learn to ask. Learn to ask. Make your life easier. There's some people who may not ask today, all right? But they asked 10 years ago.
Yes, sir.
When they were not yet ready.
Yes, sir.
And God told them what to do. And they did what they were supposed to do. And at the right time, the thing came. So you may be watching them, you say, but so-and-so didn't ask, and yet he got it. It was planned long ago.
Yes, sir.
For some of them, their mothers and their fathers asked in their behalf.
Yes.
Grandfathers and grandmothers asked in their behalf. So don't compare yourself with anybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There are things I will never ask for, and I'll always have in abundance. Never ask for. I think my grandfather filled with the Holy Ghost, grandmom filled with the Holy Ghost,
Sir.
talking in tongues all
Yes,
those
sir.
years.
Yes, sir.
Those things are not for nothing.
Yes.
Before I was born. So I just came in, inheriting all the blessings. Just walking in it. How can you explain it? Didn't you hear my first name? Christian. Not Christopher. Christian. To be a Christian. So that was projected from the womb. See that? So ask and receive. That's another one. That's another one. That's another one. You go to St. John's Gospel, you get I'm showing you these beautiful verses. Yeah. You go to verse 24, chapter 16, St. John's Gospel. He says, hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name. Oh boy. He says, up till now, you haven't asked anything in my name. Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. He likes to hear your testimony. Your joyful testimony of receiving. He says, ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. He wants your joy to be full. He knows you're already joyful, but he wants it to be full. Full to overflowing. Yes. Yes. Read it from the Amplified Version. Up to this time, you have not asked a single thing in my name, as presenting all that I am. But now, ask and keep on asking. That means not only one day. There's a lot you want to get this and that and the other. Just ask. He's not suggesting that you keep on asking for the same thing. He's saying ask. Anytime you want anything, just ask. Get it, get it, get it. Don't say, oh, Father, I know I asked for this the other day. I don't want to disturb too much. I don't want to ask again. You know, some people think that they want to be careful. They don't want to over ask. Our Father is not tired of your requests.
Yes, sir.
He says, ask. He says, now ask and keep on asking and you will receive, so that your joy, gladness, delight may be full and complete. Wow. So, you want to use what God's given you? Get ready to use it right now. We're going to go into prayer. And this first segment of the prayer session will be for you to ask what you will. Ask what you will. I like it. Ask what you will. Ask what you will. Did you know that? Ask what you will. He said, it shall be done. It shall be done. It shall be done unto you. It shall be done unto you. Ask what you will. What's in your heart? It shall be done. It shall be done.